Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Civ 5 France. We're going to hit that next turn button and see what the world has in store. So where we last left off, we had beaten back the Japanese to a very lovely... Why is there a road there? It seems weird. Oh, that would be why there's a road there. It doesn't seem weird anymore to me. We will go since... I mean, really, it's all the same. Since we're Buddhist, so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, last time where we left off, as I stumbled through my thought process, we beat the Japanese back to a wonderful... just a peace treaty. We didn't take any land. They didn't take any land either. That's kind of the critical thing. And so now we're trying to slowly build ourselves up. As you can see, the war was devastating, not just for myself, but for Japan as well. However, they are having a bit of a comeback. Although the argument could be made that, you know, they were ahead of us before we came along. That doesn't make sense. They were ahead of us before the war happened. So at least now we're kind of on an even keel with them. In theory, maybe that theory works. I'm not sure, but I'm sticking with it. Let's see, we got another farm going on in Paris. That is good news. So there's really not much for this worker to do. So what we'll do is we'll head on up to Orleans and just get them to build the trade post. Hello, Axemen. Close to, but not like... Actually, it's not even close to. It's very, very distinct from X-Men. But you know what? I tried to make a correlation there and it failed horribly. Forgiveness, please. Yeah, so basically the goal here is to kind of fix France. How we're going to do it? I don't really know. It's kind of the fun of this, right? You guys can just watch me stumble through things and slowly make a mess of everything, which I think is entertaining. I hope it's entertaining. What I am going to do, taking a look at this, to actually get an amphitheater and a writers guild up is going to cost us 2 gold, which is all we've got right now. But we're going to need it. So we're going to build an amphitheater in Paris, because that's a good thing to do. Oh, hello, horsies. And it's also a good thing to just, you know, clear out the barbarian camps. Ooh, and wine. Wine is a necessity for France. Why? Because imagine France without wine. I can't. It's not, you know, making a joke. Herdy her, they all drink wine, those alcoholics. No, but I mean, seriously, it's a big part of that country's long-standing economy. So I think it just makes sense. That's a long way away. I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to make it. But... for sure, that's on the docket. That's on the list of places to go. Alright, we'll just finish you off. Oh, I guess we've got that, so we'll get a little bonus to clear land, because, hey, why not? Oh, and there's some iron there, and some incense, and some more gold. That could actually be a really, really good spot. I do agree that Orleans could use another farm. It's just a shame there's no water around. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it even though we're losing money. And I guess we don't... Well, I say we don't really need a military as large as we do. But let's be honest. We need a military as large as we've got. Who is this? A Venetian missionary? Yeah, come on. Make Paris Catholic. Whatever. France can be a nation of many faiths. One would imagine. Why not? If one religion gives us bonuses, theoretically two should. I know that isn't how it works, but I mean theoretically it should be how it works. There's a lot of theoretical stuff going on here. What do we want you to do? There's really not much. Lyon could potentially use another farm. There's growth, but it's incredibly slow. I'm assuming that that's going to change. I don't know why I would assume that. It doesn't make any sense to assume that. Yeah. we will actually let you heal. Although that won't stop those evildoers from coming our way. Once this circus is built, we're going to get another trade caravan going. Looks like Lyon might become my trade city, or perhaps even Orleans. Or even Troyes here, because we could get a trade. We could get trade going with Buenos Aires, who are diplomatic. They would be a very good city-state to have on our side. Because the diplomat stuff gives us a land or sea trade route to their city. Want to defeat barbarian units that are invading their territory. We can do that. Buenos Aires, we can. Can we? Are we? No, we're not. We're not that far advanced in naval tech. Great. Okay, well, we'll send a spearman over there, and that should be able to take care of all those issues. And then Troyes can build a trade fleet and do its thing. Let's see. Petra. I'd really like Petra. And I need some world wonders going. There's no question about it. It doesn't really feel like I've got the economy to be able to pull that off yet. But I'm going to try for it. If we don't get it, we don't get it. We'll get some gold for all the money that we pour into it. But, you know, it's, frustrating. Frustrating people. What was I going to build here? I don't remember. I told you to come here. Was it going to be for another farm? That does seem a little ridiculous. I don't think I need a farm. What I actually really do need is some more production. So we could sink all of our money basically in getting a mine set up here, which would be helpful. Mines are good. And next turn, please.
Osmanlı ulusu sizi selamlar yabancı.
Greetings! How about some embassy exchanges? That's great. So that was the Ottomans. Way up there. There's Istanbul. So that's exciting. We've got another nation, and it looks like they're Buddhist and or Catholic as well. So at least we all believe in the same gods here. That's a step in a direction.
Pieces of bronze or gold or iron break. The metalsmith.
Indeed, the metalsmith. Okay, let's build a mine. And we're losing money now. That's good. We'll just do that. Oh, what a wonderful location for you guys to be. How grand for you. Let's go teach these axe throwers and bowmen a lesson or two about 50 turns. Whoo! Okay, we are not ready for that whatsoever in Troyes, but man, it's going to take a long time to get that market done. So here's my plan. We're going to get that, and then we're going to chop down the jungle. Because I believe jungle wood is just like forest wood, right? Like it still boosts your production and things. So that shouldn't be a bad thing to do. What do we want to do here? We probably want maybe physics? Yeah, we'll go with physics, mainly for Notre Dame. And then hopefully we're able to get that sooner than later. I think a few of my cities still need libraries, so, you know, there's always that to do. So we got the amphitheater done. We'll get a Writers Guild up. That's getting hit by a city, and those are only archers. I might be able to use my scout here to liberate that settler and make the Ottomans, I would imagine, much happier with us. Well, let's finish your turn, barbarians. Perfect. We are going to take you off scouting, because I'm going to need you. And how's this looking? Pretty good. All right. And you need to come down here. and teach these axe throwers a lesson. Would have preferred a harsher lesson, but, you know, we can't always win. And at least these swordsmen will make short work of these archers. And with this trireme, we can start exploring the oceans. How exciting. Treasury is empty. Yeah, that's not something to sit back and laugh about either, is it? Can we produce some wealth? We can, but it's not going to be much. Once this Writers Guild is done, we'll get Paris producing wealth again as well. And then hopefully... No, you can keep building your farm. I don't think you're in danger. Could be wrong about that, but I'm fairly confident they're not. Alright, yeah. Everything is done. Let's go next turn. And those guys are almost wiped out, so we can absolutely do this with our scout. Which is always something, you know, important to remember. I'm sure if you're an experienced Civ player, you already know this. But if for whatever reason you're not a big Civ player, or, you know, you're just starting out in it, first off, always watch what I do as a lesson in what not to do. Except for attacking archers with your scouts. Because it's a great way to farm experience for these guys, and they're not going to take a lot of damage. Because, well, archers are squishy. So instead of going for shock or drill, I'm actually just going to panic and do the heal instantly. So we can wipe these guys out, and then they won't take any sort of damage from the axe throwers. So we can keep them alive, because we want to keep everybody alive. All of my units are important to me. We're going to put a trade post there. We should be getting pretty close to wiping these horsies out. Alright. Good. Troyes and Paris are connected. That's good. That should assist somewhat in our issues with money. And of course the gems should help with that as well. And with the settlers unguarded, we can just move in with our scout. I mean, I should have seen this coming. Really? Man, this is definitely not a good position. I've got my armies scattered to the winds. We're going to pull you back, because I'd rather not have you get involved with fighting of the Japanese units. We will return the unit to the Ottomans. I hope so. I really do hope we can be friends, because I need some serious allies to go against these stupid Japanese. At least it doesn't look like they've been able to upgrade their military forces all that much from the last time we saw them, so that's a good thing. Alright, we'll get those guys across. I have no defenses in Troyes, and that kind of worries me a little bit. Jeez Louise. We're gonna heal. Not that that's, you know, the best idea, but it's my idea right now. Machu Picchu, that's fine. What I care about is Petra. So don't build Petra. We got some gold in the bank, so we won't have to disband units soonish. And they've decided to capture a missionary, which is just fine with me. We'll go with, I don't know, ranged cover? Why not? And then we'll send you home. And you can heal up when you get home. Which would be a good thing to do. And obviously the Civ units have sort of a rock, paper, scissors effect. Spearmen are better against mounted units, but these are the initial mounted units. They're not like that big of a thing for swordsmen to take out. It's not that tricky for them. It doesn't look like they've got any siege weapons coming, so that's good. Might as well weaken these guys. We might get lucky here and actually wipe them. Nope. Well, we tried. And actually, well, I should have been thinking. Like so. And can you move? You cannot. So we can't send anybody to capture that missionary, but that's okay. We'll survive. Alright, alright, alright. And here comes some more Japanese. What I might do, if I survive this war, is actually come in and clear those jungle tiles out, just so it's easier. Return the unit to the Maya. You're welcome, man. And you know what? Return the unit. Yeah, we should be on real good terms now, I'm thinking. Let's get up there so we can heal quickly. You can go back into Lyon, because who knows how far out we're going to be requiring defensive measures. Let's Japanese come along, and we'll just put you to sleep there for now. Yeah, there's really nobody there, so that's fine. But yeah, if I clear out the jungle tiles at least surrounding Paris, it should make it easier to defend the city. Because as it stands now, there's just too much cover for these attacking units from the south. I don't like having these units covered. It makes my life, as, you know, fighting the defensive war, a heck of a lot more difficult. We can see, you know, they didn't do too much damage to Paris. We'll be able to repair that next turn. Oh, thanks for the conversion. Yeah, let's get those guys wiped. We can get these guys wiped. Or we should have been able to. We'll get you guys healed up. And then we will concentrate fire actually on those units, those poor suckers in the lake. Never load your... oh, come on. Don't... They could... Would they? Yeah, they would. Their dicks that way. Sleep. We need units. We need swordsmen. And we need money. At least our people are happy-ish. So we're not taking any sort of negative combat penalties for, you know, having an empire that's too big or whatever. That is going to change in about 4 turns. 3 turns, actually. So that's always something to be mindful of. We're going to need to weaken you guys down a bit here. And as much as I would love to actually go and assist Buenos Aires, we need the units to come back home. The long march is not proving to be good. Okay, we're going to take that and I guess wipe those guys out. They still don't really have enough to be that much of a concern, unit-wise. And then even if those catapults show up, whatever. They can shell Paris all day long. As long as there's no melee units to actually take the city, we can just laugh at them. We can see those warriors, I mean, nothing, they can't attack the city. They just get wiped. Pretty much. I mean, that's completely ineffective. Really? Hold on. Yeah, just keep going this way. Oh, good. Free workers. I like it. What can you hit? I guess you can hit that, can't you? Suck it, Japan. And we will keep just working these infantry units down. Yeah, we'll wipe those guys. And we'll clear these guys. Perfect. And my infantry units are a turn away from healing, so that's good. Next turn we can bring them down and start hacking apart these catapults. So all in all, a relatively successful defense of Paris. I'm, pleased that we were able to basically absorb whatever they hit us with and then just continued on our way. And now we can bring these guys down. And almost wipe out that catapult. And we can just trade rocks with these guys if that's really what they want to do. That's fine. We'll keep them entertained until my spearmen show up and finish them off. So then what? Well, I think we should really try and take some of these Japanese cities. If it's going to be at all possible. It's probably not. Yeah, I'm well aware I'm losing gold. Where do they keep running to? Okay, well, as long as we keep pushing them this way, eventually we'll be able to rescue them. Oh, hello. If we put you like that and then go like that, we should be able to finish off that catapult. Which is good. That guy's healing up. And that swordsman up there should be healing as well. So then, is that actually a swordsman? Oh yeah, that is a swordsman. Okay. That's good. Swordsmen are better for taking cities. So if I can have 3... Hey, yeah, if you want to engage your weak trireme against my brand spanking new one, I'd be willing to make that trade all day long. In fact, that's what I think of your navy, Japan. Although now we definitely need to come back and repair. So let's get the push on. And we'll go like that. And we'll leave you there. And that catapult's almost ready to go. There we go. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Welcome back. And we'll finish that off well before the spearmen even show up. So we'll just adjust their course to sort of come along with those guys. Treasury is empty. Yeah, so it won't be long now, and I'll have to start disbanding units, which is frustrating in wartime. But hopefully it won't be any of my offensive units, although chances are. Alright, we'll send you back to Orleans. We'll take this worker here and get him over here to repair the truffles, because we don't need damaged pigs. Alright, you can just hang out there for a moment. We'll skip your turn and then go next turn. And I have to imagine that wasn't the only Japanese force. Like, they've got to have units back home. There's no way they would have assaulted with that little bit and been like, yeah, that's all we're throwing at you. Because it really isn't much for France to deal with. So I'm going to get myself ready. I should have positioned my units better to, oh... Right. I misread that. Yeah, we actually want our units on this side. I had them set up correctly. But hey, you know what? That's, again, I would like an undo button, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. So, you know, that's just life. There's no point in this conflict any further. Let us return to peace. So they'll give us gems and citrus, but no. No. We're going to have our own source of gems here pretty quickly, which is super groovy. And then we can just take a source of citrus. Granted, our economy probably can't afford another city. But on the other hand, how are we going to grow our economy if we don't have another city, right? It's kind of like, what are you going to do? You gots to do it this way. That will probably put my spearmen and my swordsmen in range of Osaka and their catapult. That's okay. We can hopefully sort of hit them from multiple angles here. See, again, another problem with all this stupid jungle between us is just positioning of our troops. It's awkward to have to maneuver them, is really what that is. And aha, yes, they do have units. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can bait them out. Because we've got a ranged unit here. Yeah, thank you. Which will hopefully... Yeah, we can just heal you up. Hopefully just, you know, convince them to come out upwards, and then we can hit them with everything we've got. Granted, that's basically not much, but so far it's been enough. One can only imagine it'll be enough forever. So we've got a spy with with someone reaching the Renaissance era. Obviously not us. So what are we going to do? Well, we could put our spy in France and prevent people from stealing our technology, but let's face it, nobody's stealing French technology at this point. We could also put them in an opposing city, say Kyoto, and, you know, do some spy stuff that way. But what I think I'm going to do is send them to Buenos Aires here. And so what our wonderful spy recruit Augustine is going to do is just slowly work on getting Buenos Aires to like us and attempt coups and other things so that this city will be our friend. Now, we've already got a lot of relations with them, thanks to returning that worker. So working towards getting that up without spending gold, because let's face it, we don't have the gold to spend, is good. Yeah, let's work together. We're 8 glorious turns away from getting Petra. So this means, 1, if we build it, it's good. And why? Okay. We're going to need, since we're just producing gold, we're going to do that. So at least the 4 people in Orleans are not starving to death. And it doesn't appear as if any of these Japanese units want to come out and play, as it were. We got that repaired. That's good. We might as well put a trade thing down somewhere, because that's going to be necessary, so we'll put it up there. I guess we'll do the plains with trade. That seems like an idea. Panama City, don't really need to worry about that. We're working on Buenos Aires to start with. So our other swordsman is slowly working his way down, which is good. I'd prefer it to be quicker, but what can you do? Alright, yeah, we'll just keep you guys on alert for now. And make sure you get down here as quick as you possibly can. And you get there and you build yourself a trade post. Yes, France is growing, or Paris is growing incredibly slowly, but what we need more than food is money! Because we's broke. Really? Barbarians right now? At least that was easy. You know, at least that was not a difficult thing to do. So, obviously, Japan has some sort of naval base. Let's go see if we can't suss out where that is. It's probably Kyoto. So, again, if money was no object, what I would do, yeah, keep building your damn trade post. You're safe. Is send a big-ass fleet down to take Kyoto, but we don't have that. So, yeah. Okay, so once this swordsman is healed up, we'll move him back across and see if we can't do a proper push. Thank you. So we've got a great writer. Who have we got? Washington Irving. You can create a great work.
And you would have passed a pleasant life of it, in despite of the devil and all his works. For his path had not been crossed by a being that causes more perplexity to mortal man than ghosts, goblins, and the whole race of witches put together. And that was a woman.
Truer words have never been put to paper. All right. Thank you. Almost done. Jeez. Okay. Well, you're gonna need to heal too, aren't you? Because we can't send units into combat damaged. That is not a good idea. Man, you know what I'd really rather, Venice? And that I like. Because at least that sorts out our economy.
Gelin
Kind
pazarlığa
of.
tutuşalım.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's work together. Everybody, join in with France. We're the smallest... Fuck! Again, pardon my French, but we're so far behind. Like, I'll admit, I'm not a good Civ player by any stretch of the imagination. Why did that end? I don't even know. Okay, no. 50% of excess happiness gets turned into culture? Why not? Adopting commerce will boost gold output in a capital city by 25%. That should fix us up a little bit. So we only went with commerce for a short-term economic solution. But I think that it was the best short-term economic solution we could have gone for. What else gets us money? What's the next thing that gets us money? Banking. We're a long way from banking. We're gonna do it, though. We have to. We don't have a choice. That's the frustrating thing in all this. So anyway, yeah, I'm by no means a good Civ player at all. I certainly love the game, but yeah, not good. Even for me, though, this is not a good game.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım.
And you know, that's bound to happen. You can blame two things on that. Japan and my starting location. I'm not a fan of this starting location. I don't like it. It's the jungle, man. I don't do good with jungles. Which is weird. If this was a normal forest, in my head, things would be different. But it's a jungle, so instantly I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Okay, so there we go. Recruit Augustine successfully rigged the local election in Buenos Aires, increasing your influence and reducing the influence of other major civs. So let's go take a look at this. We can see here we're friends. They would like gold gifts. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen. And then we gotta get a trade route open to them, but we will pledge to protect them. I hope ultimately it's unnecessary as well, because again, let's face it, it's not like I'm going to be able to do much. We got the gems over there, so the next chance I get, I'm going to send a worker to finish off chopping down this jungle, which should give a quick production boost to the market, and then start working on a mine for those gems, because them gems is useful. Alright, so I'm going to just skip this unit's turn so we don't wind up pissing off Panama. I don't have any designs on Panama right now. that could easily change, and it's better to stay friendly with people than it is to have them pissed off at you. That's just a good lesson in life. So if you take a look, nobody's allied with them. They're neutral to us and presumably everybody else. What I was just concerned about was their position with Japan, but it doesn't seem like Japan is all that concerned with building up any sort of friends in the region, at least not small friends. And that's fine. They can do that. Alright, let's get everybody across the river, and you can just wait your turn, sir. And we'll start hacking down the stupid Japanese spearmen, and then hopefully take Osaka. But the key word there is obviously hopefully. Because what could absolutely happen, and this has certainly happened to me in many Civ games before, in situations like this, where you've got two nations that are relatively close to each other in score, and are, you know, considerably behind. Yes!
Says the Lord. We'll have a spring inside him, welling up for eternal life. Let him bring me to your holy mountain in the place where you dwell, across the desert and through the mountain to the canyon of the crescent moon.
Really, I like Petra purely for that quote. I'm a pretty big Indiana Jones fan. I think I've said that before. Only the original 3. Don't get me started on Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That crap is just useless. But yeah, I mean, that's a great wonder to have. And I'm kind of impressed that we were able to get it, to be honest. The way the game's going, you know, I wasn't expecting to be getting anything of the sort. Yeah, let's just resume the previous trade route. And then we've got another caravan here, so we could go to Palenque, which would actually be the best. We're both Buddhists, so the whole religion thing changing there doesn't really concern me. What I am going to build in Lyon here, considering it's looking to be like my trade capital, is a caravanserai, which will increase land routes originating from this city, have a 50% increase in range and production, and an additional 2 gold when connecting to another civilization. I like that. We need all the money we can get, so we're going to take it. In the meantime, let's see if we can sort of get ourselves off the whole producing wealth and on to, well, maybe Paris is a bad choice. What about Orleans? Can Orleans build anything? Orleans can build a forge, a workshop. Again, all these things are going to cost us. What we really need is a Colosseum, though, because people is unhappy. All right. Let's get this invasion on the go. Oh, they've got samurai, which means their swordsmen are a full tech level ahead of us. That was nice and quick. I appreciate that. So that is a concern. Plus, the samurai always attack as if they're a full-strength unit, no matter how battered down you get them. So that's a bit annoying. Now, the only advantage right now that I've really got, there's no point in this conflict any further. You're going to give us 2 gold a turn plus gems. And that, well, how about 4 gold? Okay. So at least now we've got some nice economic subsidies coming in from Japan. And what this tells me is that even though they're advanced, they're concerned. So I'm guessing those are probably the only 2 samurai units they have. And even though we've got a severe tech disadvantage, we've also got a number advantage. And I think at this stage, the numbers are overriding the tech disadvantage. So that's good. We will just get these guys scouting out around. And my god, your production, it's so bad. Okay. Because of all of those things that are coming in to make us happy are now coming in, I am going to go with a, what do I want? Probably a forge. Thankfully, they've got Oh, just one source of iron. But still, you know, that's something. And, like, if I take you off and put you there, you can still grow? Okay. That's good. Because I need production to come out of you. And I doubt I can take you off producing things. Producing gold. That'll make us even. We're almost have the market done there, which is good. And the caravanserai should also boost our economy. So that's good. I'm still not feeling anywhere near comfortable enough with the way this game is going. Sure, we've got Petra, and that's great. I'm glad we've got Petra. Basically, that's all we've got. Alright, we can set that guy up to... go over that way. Why not? Alright, next turn. I don't know why you come in and just do 4 conversions. The Mayan Buddhists just come down and change everything. I feel Venice's pain, though. I know what it's like to not be able to expand. It is a little bit frustrating. Okay, we can just set you to automatically explore, and you'll find all the things we want you to find. Yeah, you coming along to make sure we leave your territory there, Japan? Or, like, what's your dealio? Yo? Not at all where I wanted you to go. 'Cause now we gotta do a crisscross experience just to get my units in position. Regardless, we should be able to take that swordsman out without any sort of trouble. Which is unique in this game. Yeah, now those samurais have turned around. And now let's hack these guys to death. And let's just put you guys on alert. Let's put you on alert. And once we get some money, we'll be able to upgrade that catapult into a trebuchet, which is obviously better. And more fitting for the medieval era that we are currently living in. Oh, sure. Let's just pile it on with a bunch of old, outdated units. That's great. All right. Well, that's good. We'll put you on alert. And with that, I think this is going to be a good place to leave the video for now. So, oh no, it's France that we're going for. Save the game. Thank you. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next time.